I was more or less hoping to go to Point Richmond, which is about, I think, 8 miles or so. And I had a plastic bag to keep myself afloat. The only thing I was concerned, how long could you stand in that water without being unconscious? I used Navy heavy underwear, and I guess that's why the man, they tell me, that's why the guy that was with me died. He drowned because of that heavy underwear. It's like concrete.
Alcatraz prison was never completely filled. Those who did end up here considered themselves the elite among convicts.
The prisoners on Alcatraz wasn't like the prisoners in Folsom, San Quentin, and places like that, you know. On the rock, you know, you're up in the... I'm not trying to put a feather in my hat or not, but they had a lot of class.
You could say they were a higher caliber of criminal. They were more or less professionals, people who robbed mail trucks and banks and so forth. Some were in for murder, cut above average, the average criminal.
Robert Stroud, the Birdman, Al Capone, Nicky Cohen, Frankie Garbo, Machine Gun Kelly. You know, they're just another stupid fool like I was. And that's the way most of the other cons felt about, because everybody was the same on the rock.
As we come around the island, look at the 3-story guards' barracks above the landing dock. You'll also see a metal-framed tower at the right corner of the dock.
The tower that you see is the dock tower. It was manned 24 hours a day. It had a large group of weapons, had a 30-06 rifle, 30 caliber rifle, tear gas gun, 38 revolver. Men were shot and killed from that tower.
On the walls of the guards' barracks, you can still see writing from the Indian occupation of 1969 to 1971. Look for the words Indian land and Indians welcome. A group of 89 Native Americans claimed the island, held out there for 2 years. Historian John Martini is here to explain what happened.
They claimed Alcatraz under an old treaty that said that male members of the Great Sioux Nation could homestead unused excess federal property. It was the first time in nearly a century when Indians of all tribes had gathered together for a common purpose.
In the end, the Indians were forced off the island. They were probably the only inhabitants of Alcatraz ever to leave unwillingly. For everyone else who ever lived there, getting off the rock was an obsession.
You cannot take away from a man the thought that he wants his freedom.
I could see out the window at nighttime, and you could see kind of over by the Berkeley coastline there, and you could see all the lights over there.
There's everything I want in my life, and it's there. It's a mile or a mile and a half away, and yet I can't get to it.
Alcatraz is now part of the Golden Gate National Recreation Area. It attracts more visitors every year than almost any other national park site in America. You can visit it year-round, and unlike the men whose voices you've heard today, you can count on leaving when you're ready to go.
I'm recording. Oh, God, you're good. You're good right there. You're good. Go over there, way last time. Freaking packed. There's some people walking around there. We're sold out already, fool. And it's Saturday. Yeah. If we come on a Friday, we'd probably be better off.
He said the best thing to do is get them online because the tickets online.
Yeah, we're gonna plan the weekend.
No, yeah.
Renovations for Alcatraz Cruises. Yeah, no, I just angle my leg, homie.
Coming up straight ahead, look for the elegant silver-painted towers of another bridge. That's the Bay Bridge, and it connects San Francisco to the city of Oakland 4 miles away on the other side. The Bay Bridge is 1 year older than her more famous and more colorful sister, the Golden Gate. Well, that doesn't mean she doesn't stand out on her own. Caltrans claims that the Bay Bridge is the busiest bridge in the country. Actually, she's 3 bridges in one. It took 2 suspension bridges to span the stretch of water from San Francisco to the wooded hills of Yerba Buena Island in the middle of the bay. Find the huge concrete block between 2 of the towers. That's a man-made island built to connect them. Might not look like it from here, but that one block holds more concrete than the whole Empire State Building.
Wow.
The third part of the Bay Bridge is on the other side of Yerba Buena